So I'll start off my stretch with stretching my hamstrings. With the way of life that we live nowadays, the hamstrings normally get quite tight. So I sit with the leg that I'm not stretching bent and tucked in, straight leg. Make sure that when you're doing it, the bottom of the rear of your thigh, so your hamstrings and your calves are always touching the floor, fully stretched out with my toes pointing towards me. So that will help you get a good stretch in your hamstrings and a bit of stretch in your back as well. So I do this for 30 seconds. I start off with 10, as far as I can go. I don't go to full stretch straight away. So 10 here, and then when I've got a good stretch after 10, I count to 10. I do a bit further, and then I do a bit further again. So 10, and then 10 again, and then 10 again. That gives me 30 seconds of a good hamstring and a bit of a lower back stretch. So here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and get good breathing rhythm going as well. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My hamstrings are always in contact with the floor. The last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's a nice stretch to start with. Now the other foot. Toes always pointing towards me. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The last 10 with a stronger stretch. There we go. Now is to stretch the glutes. Now with office work, sitting down all day, the glutes can become unused. We want to get them into action and get them stretched. And also with this stretch, you're doing a lateral stretch. So you're sort of twisting the body, because we're always working very static, very linear. So we want to get that stretch like that. So we're getting a good lateral stretch, a good twist in the body. So with this, I'm starting with stretching my right glutes, my right bum. So the left one is tucked in, as you can see. I only recently been able to do this because my knee was damaged from my mountain biking accident. And thanks to God, I can still feel a bit of tightness here, but I can actually tuck my left leg in. So with my left leg tucked in, the right leg, which I'm stretching, comes across from the thigh, touching the thigh of my left leg, and bring it in as much as you can. As much as you can. Don't overdo it. You don't want to damage yourself. So tuck that in nice and tightly. With your right arm, get that on your right knee, which is the side that you're stretching, and then your right hand on your left shoulder, and your left hand supporting your body. So that's touching the floor. And with this, what you're going to do now is you're going to look to your right side, which is the side that's being stretched, and pull as much as you can here. So do that for 30 seconds. And you should feel a nice stretch in your glutes here. And if you want to get, as your muscles relax, your tendons relax, you can push on your knee to get an even better stretch as you go along. We'll do this for 30 seconds. Breathing well throughout the movement. Never hold your breath in the stretches, never. Your body wants to release that oxygen, release the carbon dioxide, sorry, and get in some oxygen into the muscles. Now switch to the other side. So now I'm tucking my right leg in, crossing over my left leg, left elbow on the left knee, left hand tucking on the right shoulder, right arm supporting myself, and me looking over to my left. That's 30 seconds done. Now standing up on your 2 feet, you want to now stretch your back. So what I like to do is to stretch up as high as I can. Being a tall fella, I can actually touch the ceiling. Get a good stretch here, and then I'm gonna touch my toes. Now, maybe not all of you can touch your toes, but go down as far down your legs as you can. So touching your legs as far down as you can go. But thankfully, I can actually touch my toes, so I'm gonna touch the floor and do that, and hold that down at the bottom for 30 seconds. Here we go. And if you can increase the stretch as your muscles relax, then do so. Now once you've done your 30 seconds, from the bottom, you're going to come up very slowly. And what you need to do is keep your chin tucked in, okay? Keep your chin tucked in, and you're going to straighten your back vertebrae by vertebrae, disc by disc, okay? And you're going to slowly move up with your hands in contact with your legs and your chin tucked in. So watch the movement. Coming up very slowly, breathing deeply in and out all the time. So hands always in contact with my legs, chin tucked in, vertebrae by vertebrae. Really helps in realigning that spine. I've had a slip disc for over 20 years. This one stretch has always helped. Keep your chin tucked in. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Chin still tucked in. You get to the top, roll those shoulders and look straight ahead. And head as if you got a string attached to your head to the ceiling, pinned up. And roll those shoulders. Back. Good deep breaths. And forward. So that stretch done. Now we're going to do Tai Chi stretch, which is around the worlds, I like to call them. So we've got a good wider than shoulder stance on your feet. Hands together, like making a triangle with your hands, pointing down, and we're going to go slowly around it. Always keep breathing throughout this movement, never hold your breath. So, and you're looking always at your hands, and as big a stretch as you can get, always looking at your hands. And when you get to the top, not straight ahead, slightly bent backwards, ever so slightly. Always looking at your hands. And do that 5 times in one direction. Two. To the slow pace of the movement. You don't want to do this fast. That's 5, and now you stop at the bottom, and now you go the other direction. Always looking at your hands. Oh. Arms straight. That's 5. Now bring your hands to your belly button. And your feet in a bit to shoulder width apart. And now I'm going to stretch my neck. So with my neck fully elongated, looking ahead. Get deep breaths. Breathe in with your nose and down to your diaphragm, to the bottom of your stomach. And drop your head down. That's 1. And as you breathe in, you bring your head back up. 2. Breathing out, you lower your head. Don't overstretch. Go to about 80% of the stretch that you can actually manage. Breathe in as you go back up. As if there's a string attached to your head and attached to the ceiling. So you get a fully elongated head looking pinned up and looking ahead. Relax those shoulders. So breathing in with through your nose and out through your mouth. So 5 of those. Then back to the top. Now look over your right shoulder breathing out as you do. So you see that? You're looking to the back right corner. And breathe in as you come back to the centre. And breathe out as you go to the other corner. And do that 5 each direction, that's 10 in total. That's 10. Now we're going to stretch the sides of the neck. So with this, you bring your hands down to the side of your thighs. It's going to be difficult to talk for this movement because you want your mouth closed and jaws tucked in to get that full stretch on each side of the neck. So you're going to be breathing in like you did through your nose and out through your mouth. And you're just going to tilt your head to either side 80% of how far you can tilt it, and 5 either side. So you breathe in, hold it there for a few seconds, and breathe out as you tilt down. You feel that good stretch down the side of each side of the neck. And you'll feel as you progress through these stretches, your neck becomes more relaxed and the tightness relieves itself. Always keep your hands by the side of your thighs to get that extra stretch. And that's 10, and when I finish those neck stretches, I like to very slowly rotate my head. Very slowly, don't do this fast. A few times round one direction, and then the opposite direction. Feel that cracking in your neck when you do this. Do this very slowly so you don't pull any of those muscles in your neck. Because we work, a lot of us do desk work, you want to make sure that neck is nice and stretched, nice and healthy. I've had neck problems many times because of my height. So that's your daily morning stretches that will revitalise you, refresh you and get you ready for the day.